Hello everyone, it's Leo here again with another video. Now today's video is a video about my phone that I'm using right now, or as a matter of fact, the phone I will not be using anymore. So stay tuned so you can hear my final thoughts on the Stylo 4. Alright, just to give you a little information on how I base my reviews about, it's not anything intricate like you see in all these other YouTube channels when they get down to business with the hours per use and how well the screen is, how many PPI or DPI was in it, or whatever the case may be. I do just my reviews and daily use of my phone in my everyday life. So, as you know, or if you've seen any of my videos, I always have an iPhone in my pocket because of the nature of my business. I teach elders how to use technology, and we mainly focus on using iPads since they're the most popular device by any means necessary. Whatever. So I always have an iPhone in my pocket, but I love Android just as much. So I always have an Android device with me, which I take and for everyday kind of, it's hard to explain, but it's always good to have another phone. And in my case, in which I have to have an iPhone because my business is Apple based, having an Android in your pocket as well is great just to review and to not lose that feel of freedom that Android gives you. So I just want to give you a quick history. I had the 2018 Samsung J7, which I was amazingly impressed by because of how good it looks and how great and responsive it is for being a really cheap phone. I think I only paid 75 bucks for this. Now from that one, I think I might have, I don't know if I did a review or not, but I talked about it. Now from that phone, I moved on to something that looks a little more premium, but is still very affordable. Obviously, all the phones I put in my side pocket are cheap Android devices that are available prepaid at different stores like Walmart, Best Buy, Target. Now, after playing with the J3, the Samsung J3, I moved on to something bigger, something that looks a little more flagship, a little more expensive, which was the LG Stylo 4. You can see here, the phone is great. Now, one thing that you should know, every phone that I have, I automatically put Nova Launcher on it just to make it a little better, because all phones these days come with their own skin of Android and it just gets in the way. Now me, I really like the whole month I use the Stylo phone. I like the fact that the screen is so big that I can download Nova Launcher, do some adjustments on it, and fit more icons into my screen, because I'm a big fan of having everything on one screen. I hate having any other screen. As you can see, there's nothing else on my phone but my apps that I use every day, plus a little weather thing on top, Google search bar at the bottom. Now let's talk about my goodbyes for this phone. Now I liked it. It was a good phone. I like the fact that for a cheap phone you can have USB Type-C. It has a stylus that I never use because for some reason it just doesn't come natural to me to grab a stylus. Second, I never really use the camera because I don't take that many pictures. Now let's see how it looks. For selfie wise, it looks alright. Actually, it looks a little better than okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a selfie of it right here. Wow, that took a while. And then I'm going to post it on the video so you can see what it looks like. Let's take a picture with the front camera and see what that's about. And now let's flip the camera. I'm going to take a little picture of my tiny Rick over here. Oh, let's wait for it to focus. There we go. That one wasn't as bad. That was pretty quick. Alright, so you can see what picture that was. It was this one I took of Tiny Rick. It's my favorite little guy that I bought off Amazon. I'll post most of those videos up so you can see him. Now, other thoughts on this phone. The camera is alright. The speeds were pretty good online. Now, the one complaint I really had that I don't even know if I'm sure about anymore, it's the GPS. And let's test it out here randomly. Every time I use this Android phone aside, I like to use it as my navigation because I have my Pandora, whatever music I'm listening to, on my main phone, the iPhone. So I usually always use the GPS on the Android phones. Now, this Android phone in particular, I don't know if it's the phone itself, it just had a very hard time finding location using GPS. And I only use Waze because it's just, I think it's just better in so many ways, because it's sort of like a social app for navigation. But I like it, but that's the one I always use. So let's see if it happens this time. If I go ahead and open it, As you can see, it's very slow because it only has 2 gigs of RAM. That's one of my complaints. If you want a snappy fast phone, this is not it. It looks like a smart, snappy phone. It looks like one of those new phones that are a lot of just screen ratio, barely any bezels, all that stuff. But the phone itself is very slow. So right here, now it opened up. It seems like it's working. It's good afternoon to know that we are inside, so that might be a problem. But let's see if I search for something. Let's go to the place I always use, Whispering Knolls, just because I like the name. Whispering. Oh, I cannot type for my life. Whispering. I can't get it. I just can't get it. Whispering. There we go. Oh yeah, it already knows me. Whispering Knolls Assisted Living in Edison. I'm gonna touch that. And of course, the day I try to show you guys, it actually works. It usually takes you about 3 times to get this to work. And sometimes I even have to restart the phone. It just cannot find a GPS. But at least it started going. It says you can't find it, but at least it got the information and got going. Usually, this is not the case. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn this off. Aside from this, I think the phone is great. If you want to have the feel of having a nice expensive phone, but without paying that price, go to Walmart. They have it right now for Boost Mobile. I mean, that's if you want to change your name. You can always port your number over to it. So this right now at Walmart, at least I bought it a month ago, it was $129. Great buy. I liked it. I always put a nice little metal plate in the back on a cheap case. That way I can smack it in my car without having to adjust some sort of stand or anything. And now with the new cables they have with the magnetic thing, which I just did a video about, my life's going to be so much easier. Alright, well, this is it for this phone. Now I want to tell you what I'm moving on to. We went from the J3 to the Stylo 4. Now, for the next month, I've just got finally the phone I've been wanting to review, been wanting to use for a while, the Samsung J7. The only reason I haven't done anything about this phone is because I did not have it. Now, this is the phone. As you can see, I've already paired it with the little magnet thing I just talked about, so make my life easier. Now, I'm going to make another video just now about this one, on my first impressions, so stay tuned and you get to see that too. Now, if you like this video, me saying goodbye to the Stylo 4, if you want to see more about this, hit the likes button, subscribe, and then just become part of the One Technology family. Thank you very much, and have a great day.